Hey, how y'all doing? It is Thursday, February 1st, 2018, and it is just 1 week away into the opening ceremony of the Olympic Winter Games in Pyeongchang, Korea. And I know I'm excited. How about you? A few things I want to talk about today. We still have that unresolved train issue. The KTX train that goes from the east and west coast of Korea. They added late night trains, but they immediately sold out. All they need to do to add capacity is additional cars. I don't know what the problem is. In addition to that, on the first day of the games, which is prior to opening ceremony on Thursday the 8th, there's curling and ski jumping where they don't have return trains available for the late night events. And the Piece de Resistance, the Olympic Games go from February 9th officially to around the 25th, okay? From February 14th to February 18th is the Korean Lunar New Year celebration. It's like their biggest celebration holiday of the year. It's like the 4th of July, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Mother's Day, everything all rolled into one. And what they want to do is they want to kind of take over the transportation network during that time frame. They built this KTX train, this multi-billion-dollar high-speed rail train for the Olympic Games, but during the period of the Lunar New Year, they're going to give priority to Korean citizens to get on the train and maybe turning away Olympic patrons. Even more interesting than that, I've been informed that if you're coming from Seoul, which probably half the fans are coming from Seoul rather than coming from staying in Pyeongchang in the mountains or staying in Gangwon on the East Coast, a lot of them are going to be coming from Seoul. I've been told that when they arrive at the train station to go to their events, that even if they have an event ticket and a train ticket to get on the train, if they don't have a return ticket, they're going to be turned away and not be able to go to the Olympic Games. So that is a huge problem. I've actually called and left a message at NBC Sports in Chicago today. I contacted my contact at Go Sports, and he's actually on his way to Korea as we speak, but his assistant is going to pass a voice mail or email message to him, and I'm even to the point of contacting my contact at the Korean embassy. And so if you're watching this, young lady, maybe you're aware that we got a problem with the transportation network and it needs to be resolved. And just as far as my personal situation, there are 5 days out of the days that I'll be there where my transportation isn't assured. One of those days is the last day, and I'm just going to blow off bobsled that day, and I'm going to be taking the train down to Busan to take the slow boat to the southern tip of Japan and taking the bullet train up through Nagasaki, Hiroshima, back to Tokyo. So that day, so I'm down to 4 days. I'm actually going to make up a sign that says Seoul on it, and and hitchhike back if necessary. We'll see what happens when I pick up my passes at the Chonyangi rail station on the 8th. I pick up a commemorative pass and trade in the pass that I printed online. I get like a really nice card. I'll talk to the people then and see what could be done. Anyways, that's the train issue, unresolved. GoFundMe. I've actually changed my GoFundMe page from the Rio Olympic Games that I wanted to use for security and lodging, and just have it opened up for the Pyeongchang Olympic Game 2018 experience. So if anybody wants to be a patron or sponsor me or throw me a few bucks towards that GoFundMe page, go for it. I mean, I got plenty of money for the trip, but a few extra bucks would be great to just have a better quality meals and safer transportation, and maybe not have to hitchhike back. We'll see what happens. I want to give out some thank yous. Mostly they're the same thank yous as before my previous games. But I'm going to throw them out anyways. First off, the first thank you, and it's tied to a new thing that I'm going to be doing on this trip, is I picked up this radiation detector so I could check the radiation levels in South Korea and North Korea and, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, and Tokyo. So right now the background nuclear radiation in Chicago, in Mount Prospect, probably too much information there, is between 17 and 18 counts per minute, which is normal background radiation, and according to this little chart I have here, is quite normal, anything below 50. Anyways, I'm going to be opening up each and every blog from this point forward through the end of the games, letting you know what the radiation levels are. And Just this interesting tidbit, something new. So I want to thank Key from GQ Electronics, who provided me with that GMC 320 radiation detector at discounts and got it to me right away for this trip. I want to thank Bill for providing me with Bill Metcalf, providing me with the health insurance that I need for this trip. Bob Long at CoSport, I hope you have a safe trip to get to Korea, and when you get there, please help me out with our unresolved issues concerning hospitality and maybe transportation on the first day of the event. G1, I just showed you her card from the Korean Embassy, who provided me with a bunch of cool swag that I was able to pass around and help finance my trip. Keith from Jerry's Hockey in Schaumburg, Illinois, who's he's getting me the official stitching and lettering for my hockey jersey with my name and number on it, the Olympic hockey jersey I have. Thank you for him. A new friend I made, Jesse, who bought a couple 2018 tickets for me just this last week. She provided me a link to information on the Heineken House, the Holland House or Dutch House, where it'll be off the hook fun, hopefully much better than Rio. And she also told me about some of those issues concerning the transportation. I am not the only one who's having those issues. She said she's very concerned about the same issues. I want to thank Brian, BW23 from eBay. He just, in the past week, bought 24 tickets from me. Not 2018 tickets, but old tickets from 1976 all the way up through, I think, 2012 tickets. So thank you to Brian. A couple extra bucks in my pocket there. I don't want to leave anybody out. I want to thank my house sitter who's going to be staying here, who's probably the most important. She'll be making sure the heat's working right and the pipes aren't freezing and, feeding my fish and taking care of my cat. So thank you to her. Thank you so much. And I'll be sure to bring you back something special from Japan, as we spoke of before. And anyone else that I'm failing to mention, thank you very much. Thank you to all my viewers and subscribers. I got another new subscriber this week. I'm at 13 subscribers on YouTube. I want to get that to 100 subscribers. I'm at over 130 people liking my page on Facebook. I'd like to get my Facebook page likes to 200. Not liking individual posts, but liking the page itself. Get that to 200. And that would just be great. And thank you for everybody putting up with me. And I believe the opening ceremony theme at these games is going to be peace. And it's talking about peace in Korea, between North and South Korea. But I want to see peace in the world. I want to see peace in the United States between the left and the right. And I want everybody just to get along. I want peace in my restaurant. I want to get along with the people I work with and, be a valued employee and keep my job and have people like me at my restaurant. And peace in my relationship with my girlfriend, because we're always fighting and scrapping and, I love her and I want to stay together. So I love you. Konnichiwa. Ciao.